Please subscribe and you can download this code from description below. In this tutorial, we will explore the for loop in MATLAB and its equivalent in Python. The for loop is a fundamental control structure in both languages, allowing you to repeat a set of instructions multiple times. We'll cover the basic syntax and provide code examples in both MATLAB and Python. In MATLAB, the for loop is typically used to iterate over a range of values, such as numbers or elements in an array. The basic syntax for a for loop in MATLAB is as follows. Here's a simple example of a for loop in MATLAB that prints numbers from 1 to 5. This MATLAB for loop will iterate through the values 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and the disp function will print each value. In Python, the equivalent of the for loop is used to iterate over a sequence of items, such as a list, tuple, or range. The basic syntax for a for loop in Python is as follows. Here's the same example of a for loop in Python that prints numbers from 1 to 5. In this Python code, we use the range function to generate a sequence of numbers from 1 to 5, and the print function is used to display each value. If you want to iterate over elements in a list, you can do so easily using a for loop in Python. Here's an example of looping through a list. This Python for loop iterates through each element in the fruits list and prints each fruit. Python's range function can be used to generate a sequence of numbers with a specific step value. Here's an example of looping with a step value of 2. This Python code will print numbers starting from 1 and incrementing by 2 in each iteration, up to, but not including, 10. In this tutorial, we explored the for loop in both MATLAB and Python. While the syntax differs slightly, the core functionality is the same, to repeat a set of instructions for a specified range or sequence of items. Understanding how to use for loops is essential for writing efficient and organized code in both languages. ChatGPT. Certainly. Below is an informative tutorial comparing for loops in MATLAB and Python, demonstrating how to use them with different values in both programming languages. For loops in MATLAB. MATLAB is a high-level programming language widely used in technical computing and is known for its simplicity in handling matrix operations. The for loop in MATLAB is used to execute a sequence of statements multiple times. Syntax. Here's an example demonstrating the use of a for loop in MATLAB. This MATLAB code snippet will iterate through the loop 5 times, printing the value of I from 1 to 5. For loops in Python. Python is a versatile programming language known for its readability and simplicity. The for loop in Python is used to iterate over a sequence, such as a list, tuple, or range, or any other iterable object. Syntax. Here's an example demonstrating the use of a for loop in Python. This Python code snippet will also iterate through the loop 5 times, printing the value of I from 1 to 5. Using different values within the loops. Let's modify both MATLAB and Python examples to showcase iterating through different sets of values. MATLAB example. In this modified MATLAB example, the loop iterates through the values specified in the values array. Python example. Similarly in Python, the loop iterates through the values listed in the values list. Both of these examples showcase the usage of for loops in MATLAB and Python, iterating through different sets of values and printing them out. The key differences lie in the syntax and the handling of loops, but the fundamental principle of iterating through a sequence of values remains consistent between the two languages. ChatGPT.